Hey guys, it's Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video for my channel. I don't think I've ever really exclusively talked about perfumes or fragrances all in one video ever. At least not that I can remember. So I have been asked quite a bit to share with you guys my favorite perfumes, my favorite scents, and I do share that time to time in different favorites videos or potentially in hauls or things like that, but I've never really dedicated a full video to it. And the reason I wanted to do it now is because fall is my favorite time of the year, and fall scents in particular, like perfumes that I have that I associate with the fall time, are some of my all-time favorites in my collection. I know I've said it before, but I'm pretty fickle with my perfumes. I don't generally go through a whole bottle of perfume, at least not very quickly. It definitely takes me some time because I really associate scents with different seasons, different times of the year, even sometimes to different memories with different people or at different places. But I have to say the 5 scents I'm going to share with you today are some of my favorites because they have the strongest memories attached to them, and they're just really near and dear to my heart. I guess we'll start with one of my favorite fragrance brands, and this has to be my go-to fall scent. This is the Jo Malone Cologne in the scent Mimosa and Cardamom. I absolutely love Jo Malone fragrances. You guys already know this. I've talked about it in a couple of recent Sephora hauls. This is a scent that I think I've had for about 3 years now, but the reason it doesn't look that used up is because I only use it in the fall time. This is a scent that I associate very, very strongly to sweaters. I just smell this and I just instantly smell sweater weather. I can see myself in a sweater, in my leggings, in my boots, and potentially in a beanie, and just spraying this on me, and I am just ready for the fall time. And because like most people on YouTube, I can't really describe scents, I went ahead and pulled it up on the Sephora website. The key notes in this fragrance are cardamom, mimosa, and tonka bean. And while this scent is florally, it's described as a powdery floral, and that's pretty accurate, I would say. It's not super sweet, it's not super heavy, but it's definitely more, in my opinion, of like a fall and winter scent, but I just love this. While we're on the subject of Jo Malone, I will go ahead and mention another one of my favorites. This is the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede. I actually picked up the fragrance relatively recently, but I have had the same scent in the body cream for quite a few months now. The Jo Malone body cream is something that I've always wanted to try. This thing is so expensive, especially for like a body butter. I use it pretty sparingly. You also don't need to use a lot of it, and this kicks off so much fragrance. As you would expect, this is another floral fragrance. The keynotes in here are red apple, peony, and suede, and this is described as more of like a classic floral. I would definitely say this one isn't really powdery. It's definitely more of a sweet floral scent, so if you're looking for something more traditionally floral, you would probably really like this, especially if you like the scent of peonies, because this is very, very peony heavy, and I love it. So this next fragrance is one I got about a year ago now, and I will say I've used quite a bit of this considering I've only had it for a year and I have so many other perfumes that I like to spread my love with. But this is the Armani Si Eau de Parfum. This is a fragrance that completely took me by surprise. I'll be perfectly honest, when I first saw the bottle of this, it kind of just looked like an old lady bottle. I don't know if I'm just being overly judgmental of this, but I really just didn't have high expectations just looking at the bottle. And even just initially smelling this, you might think that it just smells like a generic kind of musky perfume, but I really do feel like this perfume really changes and adapts to your body chemistry. It is a beautiful, musky, kind of ambery perfume, but there's just a slight sweet undertone that doesn't make it too woodsy or anything like that. I'm really not a fan of woodsy fragrances. As you guys will be able to tell, I definitely gear more towards the florals, and this one does have a little bit of floral, some kind of ambery notes. Let me read the official notes for you guys because I'm probably just making all of that up. The notes are chypre, black currant nectar, airy florals, and musky blonde wood. No amber in that whatsoever. A plus, Eshani. This scent is very different from anything else I have in my collection because it is so musky, but I love it. Next up, we have a scent that I've actually repurchased. This is my second bottle of this. This is the Lavanila Pure Vanilla fragrance. This is the most amazing classic vanilla fragrance. If you guys like very, very sweet vanilla that doesn't necessarily smell like a cupcake or like pink sugary, you know, like Aquilina pink sugar, it's not like that. It doesn't smell cheap. And it has this kind of depth to it that really does smell very sexy. Again, this is just one of my favorites. It's a little bit rich. It's like a really, really rich vanilla. Let's look at the official notes again. So we have Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, freesia, and heliotrope. If you're not so much a florally lover, you love more sweet and strong perfumes, you will absolutely love this one. Okay, and then the final fragrance I want to talk about, I do have one scent that is an honorable mention. We'll talk about that after, but this is the final like official one in the top 5. This is from And Other Stories. If you guys are familiar with the store And Other Stories, I believe it's primarily a clothing store, but I was actually in the store one day and I smelled this fragrance. And again, this is one that when I just smelled it from the bottle, didn't really think anything of it. I thought it was maybe a little bit too dark and musky for me. This one definitely has amber in it, so I was kind of like, eh, but I did end up spraying it on me. And then as I was walking around and I kind of got whiffs of it in my hair, I realized how much I loved it. This almost smells like a boyfriend scent a little bit, although I couldn't necessarily see a guy wearing it, but for me, it's really dark, musky, ambery. It really does have a little bit of like a unisex quality. In terms of the notes, it says dark amber inferno, rises wild vanilla, and hints of bloom. So primarily amber, vanilla, and like a little bit of floral, and that's basically what I smell. It's very, very unique, very interesting, and I just love it. Okay, and then the final thing I wanted to mention as an honorable mention, it's not in my top 5 favorites because I'm not exactly positive if this is available anymore. It's a scent from Bath & Body Works, and we all know how Bath & Body Works really just kind of turns over their scents very, very quickly. This is the Almond and Vanilla. I have the Fine Fragrance Mist as well as the body cream. This scent is amazing. If you guys like almond and vanilla, you will love this. Now, this doesn't exactly smell like the L'Occitane one. This one definitely has a sweeter, creamier scent to it. I think that's because of the vanilla in here. And the reason I wanted to keep this as an honorable mention, not just because we know Bath & Body Works, you know, rotates their scents around, but also because this product doesn't come in an eau de toilette or an eau de perfume. It's just in a fragrance mist. This doesn't unfortunately last very long on the skin. Even if you were to layer the body cream and then layer this mist on top, I can maybe get like 2 hours of scent out of it. That's if I'm lucky. So you really do have to continue kind of spraying this on throughout the day if you want the scent to linger. Not exactly the most convenient thing, especially since this is such a big bottle. It's not something you want to like throw in your purse and like touch up throughout the day, but just overall, if you're just looking for something with a really nice, just in the moment pleasing scent, this is really, really nice. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. Those are my favorite fall scents. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to let me know what your guys' favorite fall fragrances are in the comments down below. I always love trying and testing new perfumes and just seeing what else is out there. In case you guys didn't know yet, I did start my own makeup line called Rani Cosmetics. We have 6 lipsticks and 6 liquid lipsticks, which you can shop through that link up there. I'll also go ahead and put a subscribe link to my channel right down there for you. But that is everything. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye.